Coming in at number 22 in the Notre Dame's 25 most important players list for the 2020 season is Ben Skowronek, a name some Notre Dame fans will probably be familiar with because he had a spectacular catch against the Fighting Irish a couple years ago. A guy who was a captain for Northwestern, battled injuries, is now at Notre Dame and is enrolled back in January and was able to get that one spring practice in back in March. Louis checks in at number 22. You surprised to see him in the top 25, or is that about where you expected him?
I had him exactly at number 22. So that worked out very well here and probably why I was assigned to do the feature on him as well. But he provides the three areas that the receiving core really needs in 2020. Size, he's about 6'3.5", 210. Notre Dame has had that figure with Miles Boykin and Equinemius St. Brown and, of course, Chase Claypool last year. Then he provides the experience aspect, and he provides production. He's got 110 career catches coming into his graduate year. Everybody else returning from last year on the Notre Dame roster, there's 11 different players who caught a total of 84 passes among them. So he's got 26 more than the rest of the roster combined, and nobody caught more than 13 among those. So when you talk about size, experience, production, those are the valuable traits he brings to the receiving core that is kind of in a state of flux after losing Claypool, another second-round pick and tight end, Cole Kmet, and Chris Fink, who became a very, very reliable target for Ian Book.
Now, Lou, what about even just the leadership component that he was a captain at Northwestern? I mean, do you think that's a real thing, too, that bringing in a guy like that is just so good for the locker room, that with a receiver corps that, like you mentioned, just not that experienced?
Yeah, and actually I should add that fourth element there as well, because that's, again, nobody has caught more than 13 passes in his career there. So I think had he been able to practice all of spring, that leadership may have come more to the forefront, but because of the cancellation, maybe he wasn't able to take that role on as much. I anticipated that he would start at the boundary spot that Equinemius, Miles Boykin, and Chase Claypool manned each of the last 3 years and all are in the NFL now. In that one practice that we saw in the spring, he was over on the field side, but I wouldn't read too much into it because I anticipate he's going to be playing on both sides with the experience that he has.